Hey guys, how you doing? All right, so we continue the social media marketing web series that I'm creating. I'm putting this all together. It's all the stuff I've learned over the years of doing YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I've been there from the very beginning, way back when. So we've been on the internet for quite some time now. So anyway, this series is for anybody who's trying to market their business. I don't care what you do. You sell cars, you knit quilts, you do piano lessons, you do YouTube videos. I don't even care. As long as you have something to promote, all right? These different social medias that I'm explaining are to give you some insight, to show you what it looks like, to tell you why the social media exists, what the benefits are, what the downfalls are. All right. So today we're going to be teaching you about Twitter. Okay. I have been with Twitter for a long time. Um, I've used I've used Twitter since day one. So we will look at it in a minute, but let me explain what Twitter is. Twitter is very popular. When it comes to social media, everybody has their favorite. My favorite's always been Facebook because it's more relational. I like it to be more family oriented. Twitter's not relational, not family oriented. It's more, Twitter is considered the megaphone of social media. So if you need to shout to the world that, hey, my new video went up, or hey, I'm discounting cars today, or hey, our bakery's having a special right now for the next 30 minutes. It's a megaphone. That's how I think of it. In fact, my character that I use as a profile picture has a megaphone because that's what Twitter is. I don't know how many characters. It used to be 148. I think it's 280 now, or they've doubled it. But there are only so many characters you can type in your Twitter post. They limit you in what you can say. Facebook, you can put a whole story and they just shrink it down. You can expand it if you want to read it. But on Twitter, they limit you, and then if you type too much, it turns red. All right. So the one thing they don't ding you with, finally, which is great about Twitter, they used to ding you for links, and now that doesn't count towards your minimum character count, and they don't ding you for pictures. So if you're adding a picture or you're adding a link to your post, okay, on Twitter, they're not going to take away from the 200 whatever, however many characters they allow you to have. All right, that number keeps changing because people have a lot to say. Um, isn't that typical, huh? But anyway, so Twitter only gives you so much to say. The people who like Twitter that I found out, sports loves Twitter. ESPN, I mean, embraces Twitter. They give you all the Twitter handles. Okay, and I'll show you what a Twitter handle is in a minute. They put under every broadcaster the Twitter handle, and you can tweet to the broadcaster if you want to tweet something to them. It's a great way. Twitter used to be a great way to get a hold of companies. So you would tweet the company and you would talk to them. They would check Twitter constantly, more than Facebook, more than Instagram or Snapchat or even LinkedIn, which is a business to business site. If you're a business and you're trying to get a hold of somebody, find out what their Twitter handle is and tweet them. All right. Possibly they see it. I don't know why they see it, but they always see it. So anyway, Twitter is just, think of it as announcements. So like Twitter is where I find all my latest news. If I want to make sure something happened or it didn't happen, I went to Twitter. Twitter invented the trending topics. They were the first to follow trending topics. So like the killing of George Floyd. Okay, that's trending right now. George Floyd, the hashtag George Floyd or whatever. Whatever's being repeated again and again on Twitter. So let's say when Michael Jackson passed away, that was trending. So we love you, Michael, hashtag we love you, Michael, or whatever. Usually, and we'll talk about hashtags too in a minute, but basically it gives you the top 10 topics. You could set the region. So I can set Nashville because I live in Nashville, but I can also set America or New York or LA. I can set the city or just do the whole state. So those are very helpful to find out what's going on in the news. If you don't like watching the news, you just want select, you just want to know what's going on. Um, Throwback Thursday, you'll see hashtag Throwback Thursday is a trending topic on Thursday because everybody's posting old pictures of themselves or old scenes from when they were kids. I don't know. But anyway, so the politicians also like Twitter. The president, it's the only way he can communicate with anybody who is following him or wants to know anything, because nobody will report anything positive on the president. It just won't happen. So he has to create a Twitter account that he can give you positive stuff. Hey, I just finished feeding the homeless or whatever. Okay, the news is never going to report that because they don't like the president. It's just politics. So the president has, and anybody can follow anybody. So people who hate the president follow him. People who like the president follow him. Politicians are they do Twitter all the time. Okay, you can link to YouTube on Twitter. You can link anywhere you want, Facebook, your website, whatever. All right. So we're going to take you to Twitter and talk more about what Twitter looks like. There are some YouTubers that live on Twitter. Remember, everybody lives somewhere. You need to find out where they live. Okay. They cover everything because they're smart. They're good business people. You need all social media. You need to be on Facebook. You need to be on Instagram. You need to be on Twitter. But where do they live? Where does all their action take place? Like Philip DeFranco lives on Twitter other than YouTube. Okay, he's a guy that's on YouTube, but he posts a lot daily. Anytime he thinks of anything or anything bothers him or anything excites him or whatever, he'll post on Twitter first. So the first place people post is usually where they live. Older generation, grandmas and grandpas, they love Facebook. That's where they go first. They may have a Twitter account. That's just so they can see things on Twitter and follow people. They may have an Instagram account. They may have a LinkedIn account, but everybody only lives on one. I've not met anybody that lives equally on two or more. It's only one. So I'm mainly on Facebook. So when let's say some guy's swerving, I'm videotaping him and he crashes into a building and I want to share that video with you guys, I'm sharing it on Facebook first. I'll share it on Twitter if I feel like it. Usually I'll go to all my social medias across the board and hit the video for everybody. But my life is on Facebook. Philip DeFranco's life is on Twitter. I have some freak eaters. If you know what freak eating is, it's people who eat crazy things. They'll eat a whole jar of garlic, or they'll eat a 42-ounce steak in less than an hour. I mean, they call it freak eating. And ironically, most of them are pretty healthy. So they have to work out because it's like man versus food. All right. So they like the ones I follow love Twitter. You'll get to see some of the people that I follow on Twitter. But let's take you there right now. I'm going to share you my screen. I'm going to show you what Twitter. We're going to look around. The downfall, really quick, before we go to Twitter. The downfall is, for Twitter, is limited characters. You can't. So if you have a big opinion on what happened to someone in the news, or you have a lot to say, you ain't going to say it on Twitter. All right. Same thing with video. Video is very limited. You can only do an hour video on Twitter. I'm not an hour, excuse me. Let me do it again. You can only do 60, like around 60 seconds. Excuse me. I meant a minute. I was thinking a minute in my head. They limit you to a minute. They'll ask you to trim the video. So what you do is post it on YouTube, and then post a link to Twitter, and you can watch it on Twitter. YouTube videos can be watched on Twitter all the time. So they'll give you a link, and then they take you back to YouTube to watch the whole video. So if you have to speak more than a minute on Twitter, you post it onto YouTube and share the link onto Twitter. Say, here are my thoughts on what happened in the world today. And then you put the link. You can put a picture. It may grab a thumbnail. I don't know. Lots of my videos, they put a thumbnail of the food that I'm cooking. Okay, so now let's share the screen here and show you. There is Twitter. Okay, so Twitter is, let's refresh that. There is Twitter. All right. So the way it's designed is I don't like a lot of places like Facebook doesn't take you to your personal page. They take you to your news feed. It's the same with Twitter. It takes you to the news feed of everybody else. It doesn't take you to you personally. So if you hit home, okay, this will refresh the news feed. It doesn't take me to the Jack Scalfani Twitter page. I don't want to see, which is smart because I don't really want to go to the page that shows everything I've tweeted. But I'll show you that in a second. All your movement is right here in the menu, okay? So we're going to go through these things and take a look at what we got. So like right now, Digital Trends has posted this tweet. We're working with our civil rights advisors and our employees to identify organizations locally and nationally that could most effectively use this right now. I don't know what Zuckerberg pledges 10 million to fight for racial justice. Well, hopefully that's a positive thing. All right. So you've got I subscribe to Digital Trends. They follow me, I follow them. It's all good. So they have some pretty good technology stories. So that's why I follow them. But if you look at this box at top here, this is the what's happening box, like on Facebook. How are you doing today or whatever? What are your thoughts? I don't know. This is where you can post stuff right in this top box. You see my little guy here with a megaphone, and then you type right in here, having a great day. Hold on. Whoops. Having a great day. Okay. So then down here, you can put in a picture. That's what that icon for. If you hover over it, hopefully it should tell you. It doesn't. All right. You can put in a picture. You can put in a GIF. If you don't know what a GIF is, I'll explain. A GIF is those short little looping animation or video of like, oh my gosh, maybe like the Home Alone kid slapping his face or something. I don't know. So you throw in a gift if you want a surprise look, like you've seen Michael Jackson eating popcorn. That's a gift. So you click on GIF. I want to do Michael Jackson eating popcorn. Oh no, I'm going to do great day since I'm doing a great day post. Put in the word great day. Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to choose. Oh, I love the pig. Make it a great day. That's cool. So you have tons of choices. Have a nice day. Great. Oh, I love this guy from The Office. So you go through all these are all animated. And if you want to see them, I think you just click on it. Let's see. And then you can play it. Great. Having a great day. Okay. Click on it again to pause it. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to post having a great day and Tony the Tiger. Okay. So let's go and get rid of him. Let me refresh this page. Whoops, let me get rid of him right here. There we go. Okay, so the gift button gives you these animated things like Tony the Tiger. This button here lets you do polls. If you want to say, hey, do you like barbecue sauce on your ribs or do you like seasoning? Or are you for President Trump or you're not for President Trump? Or do you like Facebook? Do you not like Facebook? You can ask any question you want and you can poll people who follow you, okay? Over here, where the happy face is, that should be your emojis, I'm guessing. Let me click on it. Yep. See, there's all your emojis. You don't know what emojis are? You should look that up. I can't explain every single. What does this do? Let you attach a file? Oh, it lets you schedule the post. Yeah, I've never used this feature. Sorry. I don't schedule. If I want to say something on Twitter, I want to say it now. So anyway, but you could schedule, let's say you want to release some new information. Friday, all day, we're going to have cupcakes that are half off. So you want to post something on Friday, you can schedule it. It will go live on Friday. It will post on Friday. Okay. As you can see right here, everyone can reply. I can change that to just people you follow, only people you mention. Okay. Now, the one thing with Twitter is there's a lot of nasty people on Twitter because anybody can see your page. You can protect your tweets, so only the people who follow you can see your page. But it doesn't stop people from mentioning you. If somebody wants to say, "I don't like Jack," oh, I don't like my tag is at Jack Attack 4. They'll say, I don't like at Jack Attack 4. So they can talk nasty about you or hate towards you. There's nothing you can do about it. I would love to, when you ban somebody and you don't want them following you, that you can ban them from mentioning your tagger name. Hello? How easy is that to design? You have so many other things you can put in, but they don't do that. So anybody can speak about you. And when they do, you come over here in notifications, it tells you, we'll go there in a minute. And I'll show you some people are like really not nice. So this has a lot of negativity like YouTube does. Facebook is a little more controlled. So anyway, let's, what's happening? Here's the latest news items. COVID-19, what a shock. Updates from around the US as protests continue. What a shock. All right, politics trending. I can hit the down arrow. This trend is spam. This trend is abusive. You can give opinions of each trend. So this is what's trending politically. Okay, this is what's trending in Tennessee. Here's politics trending: America or Trump. FBI agent Stacy. I don't know what Stacy means. So if you click on it, it'll take me to all the tweets about Stacy. So let's see who Stacy is. Puppy taking fashion advice from Taeyong Stacy Nam. It'll bring you all the Stacy mentions. No politics or strategy, modern global warfare. Nope. Stacy over here wants to retweet your meme. I guess Stacy said something about what's going on in the world and everybody loved it. I don't know which Stacy they're talking about. So what you do is run through and read some of the tweets. You'll start getting you'll find out who is Stacy. Like, do not get it twisted. National protests were peaceful for hours yesterday until these guys showed up. Okay, Stacy. It might be this Stacy. I don't know. So if you read enough of them, oh, Stacy is a Karen. All right, Stacy is Nashville's Karen. You guys, Karen's a term. I'll let you look that up. But Karen basically means somebody who just complains and whines and turns you in. It's like, let's say you were having a party and you weren't supposed to. Well, a Karen would call and report you to the police or report you to the HOA or whatever. That's a Karen. Sticking her nose where it don't belong kind of thing. All right, but look it up. I may be wrong. But anyway, okay, so we clicked on Stacy. Let's go back. Let's go back to where we were. Ooh, I love following Gordon Ramsay. There's some delicious looking shrimp there. All right, so FBI agent. Anyway, you can go through trending topics. Trending in Tennessee is Stacy. She's talking about the protests in Nashville. You can say show more, and they'll give you more trending stuff. George Floyd, obviously, is top of the headlines. It gives you suggestions up here who to follow. But these are all trending topics. Hard Rock Cafe, political trending in the U.S., trending in U.S. News, trending, News Live. Don't care. Let's go back. Hold on one second. Okay, we're back to my main news feed. I'm saying having a great day. Let's go ahead and put Tony the Tiger back in. Great day. Oops. I spelled great wrong. Sorry. We'll get Tony the Tiger, put him in there. All right. So then you just hit tweet. Okay. If you want to see your tweet in the news feed, just refresh right away. I have so many people. So I put it right here. See, this is my tweet. 4 seconds ago, I tweeted, Tony the Tiger, great day. Because I'm having a great day. Okay. So now, these are all different people that I follow. So let's go over to the left. You see home. You hit home, it takes you to the news feed. All right. You hit explore. Now, if you hit the logo, you hit the picture of me, the profile pic, it'll take you to my page. So let's do that right now. Come on. There we go. This is my page. If you were to go to my page, you would see my videos, my pictures, everything, my profile. I have 4,500 followers. Okay. So anyway, there's my posts. These are all my posts over time. There's my hot dogs. I haven't posted anything since then. I should. Okay. Or my retweets. Now, a retweet, let me explain what a retweet is. So I liked what somebody said, so I retweeted it. Where was it? There you go. See, you retweeted this Charlie Kirk guy, okay? So I retweeted him, and because I liked what he said, that means reposting what he said. And it'll tell people that I retweeted it. Doesn't mean anything. So if you want to say, let's say, cupcakes are half off all day, that thing could be retweeted a million times. Like when I said Gordon Ramsay, his restaurant won Burger Wars, okay? Then Gordon Ramsay, he liked my comment or my tweet, and then he retweeted me to his million followers. So you always want to ask for a retweet. Please retweet. You can say that. It's like, please subscribe, okay? So I like this guy, so I retweeted him, but let's go to the, that's a retweet. You can write privately too in Twitter, and we'll get to that in a moment. Let's go to, so you see the menu here, profile? That's me. That's my homepage, I think. That's what people see when they look me up. But my Twitter tag is @JackAttack4. Okay? So if you want to follow me on Twitter, go to my page and hit follow. All right? Or you want to unfollow me, hit unfollow. And you can block people, you can block your tweets. I don't block right now I don't have my tweets blocked. It shows you can see when I joined in July 2008. That's like when I was a year into YouTube. So anyway, let's go back to home. Left side, top of the menu, home, okay? Let's say I'm bored and I want to explore Twitter and I want to find out let me explain what a hashtag is. That pound sign, so let's say George Floyd, all right? He just recently got murdered and I want to give an opinion and I want to hashtag George Floyd. A hashtag allows us to, that's a tag on your tweet that allows me to search all the comments relating to George Floyd. So I will put in the search box, let's do Michael Jackson, for example. I'm going to do hashtag Michael, and it'll show me, Michael Jackson Pop 100. Yeah, okay. I'll click on that one. Wait. Maybe he has a better one. Hold on. Is there a better one? Yeah, there's Michael Jackson right there. Let's see I don't want him. These are people that use the name Michael Jackson. I just want hashtag Michael Jackson. So I'm not going to click on any of these people. I don't want to see what they're saying. I want to see what everybody's saying about Michael Jackson. So I'm going to hit return without selecting a person they suggested, okay? So, I spelled Michael Jackson wrong. Sorry. There we go. Michael Jackson, I think I spelled it right. Yeah, it's trending. Okay, there's a hashtag trending Michael Jackson, so I'm going to click on that. You ready? Michael Jackson is alive. Oh, yeah, he's living with Elvis. They got an apartment together. Anyway, click on Michael Jackson trending. Let's see what people are saying. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Let's see. If you see a tweet that has nothing to do with Michael Jackson, it's probably a sponsored tweet. It's a commercial where Twitter can make money, and you'll see a lot of those in your newsfeed. Let's go down here. Let's see what they got. It seems Michael Jackson, Paul Walker, Lady Di weren't suicides and accidents. Okay, so there's a conspiracy theory. But anyway, these are all you can search around, go to Explore, and this is what's happening, the hot stuff. All your trending topics, okay? That's to the left, and it says Explore. Or you can go to the search box to the right that I had on your homepage. See the search Twitter? It says search Twitter right there. You can type in whatever you want. You don't have to wait for anybody's permission. If you have a favorite celebrity, follow them. It's kind of cool to follow your favorite celebrities, okay? And then we're going to go to the left here where the menu is, right over here. And we're going to click on notifications. You can see I have 2 new notifications. That means I haven't seen them yet. And could be nasty, so forgive me if it is. Could be positive, could be wonderful, could be retweeting, could be commenting, anything. It's any notification about tweets, so regarding me, all right? So I'm going to click on notifications right now. Okay, I follow Donald Trump's account, and he is He's done 2 tweets. I don't want to read them today, but like I also follow Philip DeFranco, and he's tweeting something too. So these are all the people that I follow. I don't follow many people. I think I follow around 100, 150. So anyway, it notifies me when somebody posts something new. So if Philip Franco does a new tweet, it lets me know. If the president does a new tweet, it lets me know. If Burger King does a new tweet, it lets me know. You could follow pretty much anybody. All right? Let's go to messages. Boy, this is going to be a long video. All right, this is private conversations. These are called PMs. DMs. Excuse me. If anybody says you could do PM for private message or DM, just DM me. If somebody says DM me, you can't direct message somebody that's not following you back. I can follow Gordon Ramsay, but I cannot write him privately. Now, if Gordon Ramsay follows me back, I can then give him a direct message so that nobody else sees it and say, hey, Gordon, will you come on the show? Okay? So all these people write me privately, okay? So those are all direct messages. Now let's go down to bookmarks. I don't use bookmarks. So let's see what it is. You haven't added any. You can bookmark a tweet. That's kind of saved tweets. So let's say somebody said something drastic or posted a video that you really like. You can bookmark it, okay? I follow a lot of food people, okay? So I can create a list under lists of family, biz. I can lock them, my favorites, food people. I can have lists of people that I follow, and some will be in the food list, some will be in the favorites list. They may not be foodies. Some will be in technology list. This is where you create lists. Okay, then you got my profile. We already talked about that. And then hit more. And these are more to the menu. I'll let you go through those. Your analytics, Twitter ads, if you want to advertise on Twitter. I recommend if you're going to advertise on any social media, only spend like maybe $50 to $100 to test out that social media, measure how it works, and see if it works for you, okay? Moments, topics. If somebody mentions you, once again, it's under notifications. So let me go back to notifications really quick. I forgot to show you that. If you look at the top here, this is everybody who posts that I follow or talks or mentions me or whatever. I think you can go to mentions. Yeah, you go to mentions. That's everybody who mentioned my tag. They may have been talking good about me, bad about me, whatever. If they put my tag in there, it'll put it in mentions. Hey, you were mentioned by Joe Blow. Go check out what he wrote. All right. So I think that's it. And then, go back to home. Always hit home if you're on tweet. Tweet right in the middle. I don't use all the stuff because I don't live on Twitter. So I don't maximize everything. I don't have people in a lot of lists. I have a few lists. I don't use bookmarks. But spend time in Twitter. The key to let me stop sharing real quick. The key to Twitter is this. Now, how can you benefit from using it? I've showed you, if you have an announcement to make about your business or your product, what you do. You're doing 10% off carpet cleaning, whatever. You want to blast it out there. It is etiquette. If somebody follows you on Twitter, to follow them back. Same with Instagram and some other places. But it's normal. So if you want to pick up a lot of people, okay, that's tip number one. You want to pick up a lot of people, you follow them and hope they follow you back, unless it's like a celebrity. But anyway, that's how you build an audience, okay? The other thing is there are special, how do I word this so it fits everybody's business? Okay, there are special programs. I think Twolo used to do this. I don't know if they do anymore. But there's special software that will scan Twitter for keywords and automatically follow you to that person. It's kind of frowned upon, but you can use it. So for example, I sell barbecue sauce, right? So I use the software to look for anybody talking about barbecuing this weekend. I put the phrase barbecuing this weekend. Anybody who writes that, I get to tweet them an automated message saying, hey, if you're going to barbecue this weekend, try my barbecue sauce. Here's a link to my website. And then it sends it to them. It follows them. And they're probably going to follow you back because of etiquette. Almost all the time they follow you back, okay? And then they check out your sauce and they buy your sauce. So if you're a business, look for that software that will help you market on Twitter. Your biggest market is anybody who's speaking about your business or carpet cleaning. If anybody wrote, I just spilled wine on my carpet and now I got to get my carpet cleaned again. If anybody wrote carpet cleaning or carpet cleaned or whatever, you can put a whole bunch of terms. Okay? If they write that in a tweet, they'll get a message from you and you will follow them automatically. You can set all the parameters. It will automatically follow you back. I mean, you can get like millions of people this way. So just don't, it's very frowned upon if you're automated. Nobody likes automated. We like personal, okay? But there is software that will help you get started. I don't recommend doing a lot of people. If you're doing automated software, do 10 or 20 or 30 at a time each day. Don't do a million people. Anybody who mentions the word the, you follow. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You'd be following like 20 million people. So anyway, the last tip I have for you. Let's say I do a review on my show and I'm doing KitchenAid mixer, right? Or you're doing a sale on Ford vehicles, or you're doing quilts and you're going to be at the quilt show. You want to tag the quilt show, tag the card dealer that you're selling on, tag KitchenAid. You want to tag the major companies in that tweet. Because if you don't, they won't know you exist. If you tag Sony or KitchenAid or a major company you're talking about in your tweet, oh, best cereal I've ever had at Kellogg's or whatever, okay? So basically, what it does is it'll notify Kellogg's they were mentioned, or if you reviewed something or whatever, put that company tag in it. Because if it's good and they like it, they love your review and they want to work with you, chances are they're going to retweet. I almost guarantee you. That's how I got retweeted. So many companies retweeted what I put. Gordon Ramsay retweeted what I posted to 1 million people. That's how you get retweeted around the world. That's how you pick up new followers, all right? Excuse me. I'm getting too excited because there's some great marketing on Twitter, limitations video, and how much you can type. That's it that I have found. So enjoy Twitter. If you have any questions, write me privately. Sorry for the long video. I'm trying to give you all the information I can on each social media. I believe we're going to talk about Instagram and then IGTV and all that. We may break that up into 2 parts. I don't know. But Instagram's next week. I know that for sure. All right? I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.